Our top story, we move to the Middle East, where Gaza rescuers report that Israeli gunfire resulted in deaths of at least 30 Palestinians and injuries to over 100 others as thousands of individuals move towards a US-backed aid distribution site in Rafah. Reports say that the incident occurred near a distribution point operated by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, an organization supported by Israel and the United States. While some Palestinians have expressed concerns regarding the neutrality of the GHF and the implementation of biometric screening measures, Israeli officials have stated that these measures are intended to prevent aid from reaching individuals affiliated with Hamas. In a separate development, Hamas has said that it is seeking its amendments to the terms of a US-backed Gaza ceasefire proposal. The group emphasized its demand for a permanent ceasefire and a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. Reportedly, a Hamas official said that the group has not rejected the proposal but considers Israel's response incompatible with what had been agreed. Another Hamas official accused US envoy Steve Witkoff of complete bias towards Israel. Witkoff, who authored the proposal, called Hamas's response totally unacceptable and said it only takes us backwards. He added that the group should accept the current framework as the basis for negotiations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that Hamas continues to reject the US plan and has vowed that Israel would continue operations in Gaza to secure the return of the hostages and defeat Hamas. Under the proposed deal, Hamas would release 10 living hostages and the bodies of 18 others in exchange for the release of Palestinian prisoners and detainees held in Israel. We now move over to Europe for our next story, where two bridges have collapsed in Russian regions bordering Ukraine. The first collapse that took place in Russia's Bryansk region killed 7 people and left several wounded. A road bridge reportedly collapsed onto a railway line, derailing a passenger train heading towards the Russian capital. The second bridge happened along the Trosna-Kalinovka highway in the Kursk region. As per reports, a freight train had been travelling over the bridge at the time and a part of the train had fallen onto the road below. Russian investigations are treating the explosion of the two bridges as acts of terrorism as per reports, blaming the explosions on Ukraine. Senior Russian senators said that blowing up of the bridge and derailment of the train in the Bryansk region indicates that Ukraine has turned into a terrorist enclave. We now move to the Middle East once again, where the United States has sent a fresh nuclear proposal plan to Iran. The White House calls it detailed and in Iran's best interest. This comes as Iran boosts uranium enrichment to dangerous levels. The United Nations report reveals that Iran holds over 900 pounds of uranium enriched up to 60%. That's nearing weapons grade, and it's enough for at least 9 bombs if enriched further. Washington's Special Envoy Steve Witkoff delivered the proposal via Omani diplomats. Iran's foreign minister confirms receipts but remains defiant. On the other hand, Israel's Prime Minister's office says the reports confirms Iran's determination to complete its nuclear weapons regime. It warns that Iran violates the Non-Proliferation Treaty and calls on the international community to take urgent action to stop Iran. We now move to